Hey everybody, this is Tech Teach again. In this lesson we're going to be learning about inclined planes and trying to figure out using Pythagorean's theorem what the slope of this right triangle is, or this inclined plane. Sometimes you're going to be given the slope. So if the number's on the hypotenuse of the triangle, then you're going to know exactly what the length of the inclined plane is. But sometimes they get a little tricky on you and they give you the base of the triangle and then the height of the triangle instead of the length of the angled side of the triangle. So in this case, you're going to have to use Pythagorean's theorem. You're going to have to figure out exactly how big or how long, what the length of it is by using Pythagorean's theorem and figuring out the length of this angle. So you know what Pythagorean's theorem is. You've seen it in algebra. If you haven't, you will, so pay attention to this and maybe it'll help you with your math class. Pythagorean's theorem says that a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Well, what does that mean? Well, if one side of the triangle that you already know is a, let's say this bottom piece that's 60 feet long is a, and the other side is b, and it doesn't matter which is a and which is b, but we're going to call this a and this b. So then we have 60 feet squared plus 12 feet squared, and that's going to equal c squared. So c then becomes your hypotenuse of your triangle. The hypotenuse is always the longest side of the triangle, of a right triangle. So then a squared plus b squared plus c squared, we'll set that up. We'll substitute, and we'll put 60 feet squared plus 12 feet squared equals c squared. And then the next step of the equation is multiplication. So you get 60 times 60 is 3,600 feet plus 12 times 12 is 144 feet. And that equals c squared. Well, the next thing you have to do is you have to get rid of the c squared. You have to get the c by itself. So you take the square root of whatever the sum of these two is. So it's 3744 feet. Take the square root of that equal to c. So the answer then becomes c equals, not c squared, c equals 3,744 feet. That's not right either. The answer should be 61.19 feet. Get rid of that. Put the right one in. Yeah. Now, the square root of 3,744 is 61.19 feet. So we can now say C, this C over here, let's move that out of the way, and let's put this over here. C is equal to 61.19 feet. Now we can begin our problem. So we'll move all this other stuff out of the way and we'll continue on with our problem. Step 1 is complete. All right, so what does the problem say? The problem says that we have a height of 12 feet on our inclined plane and a length of 61.19 feet for the length of the slope here. And now we have to put in the formula for the IMA. IMA is the ideal mechanical advantage, and in the next lesson we're going to be looking at IMA as the what we're looking for. IMA is d of e divided by d of r. So d of e is now 61.19, and we're going to divide it by 12 to get IMA. I don't have time in this lesson to do it, so we'll save that for the next lesson.